In its determination to improve infrastructural development in Ekiti State, the Oyebanji administration devoted 30% of its first budget in 2023 to infrastructure. The government's envisioned scope of infrastructure cuts across road, electricity, water, housing, and others. In about 3 years of the administration, Governor Biodun Abayomi has awarded a good number of roads for either construction, reconstruction, or rehabilitation. The state capital, Ado-Ekiti, has a fair share of such approved projects meant to uplift the state infrastructural outlook. Among such projects is the ongoing 1.2-kilometer flyover in the heart of the town, beginning at Okenyimi and terminating at the intersection of Ijigbo and Ajilosun. According to the government, the construction of the flyover was meant to decongest that business area of the city. The construction began in March 2024 and was programmed for completion within 24 months, that is, March 2026, 3 months to the Ekiti State governorship election of June 2026. The first flyover in the Ekiti State was constructed by former Governor Ayo Fayose in his second term.
A former governor built a bridge as a former governor. Now, a new governor is building another bridge. Is it bridge alone that we need in Ekiti State?
Of what benefit is that one to Aisegba people? Of what benefit is that one to people living in Yemero?
If you go through the one that was there before, the number of cars driving over that flyover is less than the one that goes around it. So it means that it's not serving any purpose.
It is an abuse of resources for him to go and be constructing overhead bridge in that place.
The flyover project by Governor Oyebanji is the second in the state, and it has attracted much debate.
In our days, he built agricultural plantations, part of which are in Ekiti presently. You understand? A new governor in about almost 70 years, or let me say 68 years ago, that is a former premier that did all those things. And a governor of 68 years later, he's saying he's building bridge. 2 bridges, just few meters to each other. Do we need that?
I think a lot of our governors are always looking for legacy projects. Basically, I think our current governor feels that that's a good legacy project for him. He might have a reason for doing it, but for some of us, I think the rural roads, the feeder roads, should have been better done than to focus on that flyover. I mean, at the end of the day, Ado-Ekiti will be transformed. They will say we have 2 flyovers in Ekiti. The whole of Ondo State don't have flyovers, and they have a lot of very, very good roads.
We need a government that would not deceive itself by building phantom bridges that go from nowhere to nowhere.
Its necessity has been questioned by those who believe that an expansion of the original road over which the flyover is placed would have solved the problem of congestion that the government targeted.
In Ondo State, that is far richer, because I think their FAAC allocation is about 138 billion in 6 months. There is not one single flyover. The only thing you will find there is the pedestrian way. It's not because they don't want to have legacy, but you will see in Akure, which is the capital city, the roads are very good. All the roads within the streets and all those, you don't have potholes and everything.
Why would anybody be thinking that the best way to do to decongest a city is to construct an arterial road? It doesn't make sense. I want an engineer to come and tell me that the best way to do this is to create another road on top of one another when there are no roads diverting traffic away from the center.
If you are going to Poly Road now, it is only one way, that Ireje Road, that is the only way. Why can't a government do Igirigiri Road to go and come out behind the federal poly, so that when people are coming and they are going to Ikere, they just run from poly and go to Igimokogo, they go to Igirigiri and bust out at the new local government, or from that place they come and bust out at Ajilosu. All those ones will diffuse the perceived go-slow at Ijibo, rather than going to use 17 billion. I'm sure they must have reviewed it to about 20-something billion now to go and build the overhead bridge that is not going to be functional.
The budget for the flyover at its inception was 16.9 billion naira. With that construction, Oyebanji has been accused of an extravagant expenditure, a sum that should have been put into the rehabilitation of many bad road portions in the state capital and the opening of many access roads.
There's nowhere in the world where somebody constructs a road to the busiest part of the city. The busiest part of Ado-Ekiti is through that area you are talking about. What we need is roads that would divert traffic away from that place and around and meet, and then there are other places that can fit into it. It's common sense.
Let's do all these roads in the township, everywhere. And people, everybody that is driving through, taxi drivers that are driving through, they will have the dividends of democracy.
If it were to be a government that has plans, they are supposed to do circular roads. Somebody who is coming from Poly Road, from Yana Emiri, you just do that road to go and come out at Adebayo, to come out at housing. So it will reduce the number of people that are getting to Ijibo. You don't need to go and be doing overhead bridge. By the time a lot of vehicles are coming to Ijibo, they are going to Adebayo, they are going to Adeun, they are going to Woroko Road.
That, it is believed, would have decongested vehicular and human traffic better in the center of the city.
What Ado-Ekiti needs are more roads connecting more communities with themselves, maybe a circular road, maybe even finishing the ones that have not been finished.
Another factor that kept the flyover project controversial has been the suspicion that the contractor handling it was nominated by a former state governor who is regarded as notorious on fiscal matters.
I have Governor Fayose, I have Governor Adebayo, I have Governor Fayemi, I have Governor Oni. So I see myself as being blessed with these former governors. They have more experience in governance than I do. They have their strengths and weaknesses. So when I'm confronted with any serious issue, I know where to call Governor Shegoni and ask that, Oga, what will you do in this situation? I know where to call Governor Fayose. I know where to call Fayemi. I know where to call Adebayo.
He doesn't have plans. Everybody knows that it is Fayose that is controlling him, that is advising him. Otherwise, how many vehicles are passing in that place? Is there any go-slow there that warrants the overhead bridge? Look at he just used the overhead bridge to destroy that place.
Maybe the government can assist us, or assist me rather, in one way or the other. Because there's nothing here again. There's nothing here again. There's nothing here again.
The thing is not easy for us in this area because this is almost 2 years now. It's not easy because the movement of people are not moving very well this side. And also the business is not going smoothly because of the construction. But anyhow, it's a good thing for Ekiti. And it's a good thing for us because it's a development, actually. That's what we are praying for. So also pray for the governor or the structure of the program, and also there's something to finish on time. That we that is in this area, that will see something to eat, because that is what we can take it to do.
Nǹkan tó dáa níjọba ń ṣe ní ẹ̀bá bá ṣe rí, ṣùgbọ́n láti ìgbà tí wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ yẹn ó dà pé okòwò níbí báyìí ó dà pé ó da gẹ́gẹ́ díẹ̀ lẹ́nu bóyá nípa blockage of gbogbo àwọn ọ̀nà tó fún wa ní àwọn customers ní access láti reach àwọn customers wọn ó dà pé ó ń fa kùdìẹ̀kùdìẹ̀ bá okòwò ní agbègbè bíbá yìí.
These people are only constructing a white elephant project, and the construction is actually painted white. So it is a very visible white elephant project that serves no purpose. It is actually comical.
The overhead bridge that Flyover built there, how many vehicles are passing the place?
The cost of the flyover project, when compared with others done outside the state and within a shorter time frame, is considered outrageous. There are also considerations of size. Some professionals in road construction assess the flyover not in the standard of a double lane. Another source of concern is how the completion of the flyover project is few months away from the 2026 Ekiti governorship election. Was this a calculated timing to influence the election in favor of the incumbent administration? While the flyover is not completely out of place as an infrastructural improvement in the state, its time of execution remains inexcusable. The Oyebanji administration is seen prioritizing a white elephant project at the expense of multiple access roads, which would have benefited the state capital, Ado-Ekiti, far better than an overhead bridge to nowhere.
People of the fountain. People of the fountain.